Hey everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. Hourglass did it again. They released palettes without any warning. Just like they did a couple weeks ago with the new Ambient Trio Diffused Rose palette, which I did get, and let me go ahead and show it to you, which is this one right here, and I did a video on it and link it down below. But yeah, without any warning, Hourglass released two ambient lighting edits. A sculpt and set edit and a blush and glow edit. And yeah, of course, I went ahead and picked both of them up. So here they are in the boxes, the classic Hourglass colors. And these do cost $85 each. It's expensive. Hourglass is an expensive brand. And they are limited edition. Let's open up the sculpt and set palette first and take a look at it. So here is this one with the mirrored packaging. And here's what the back looks like with the reflection of my window there. Let's see. Yeah, okay. And then when you open it up, you have 6 shades of finishing powders, bronzer, and highlighter. So this is a limited edition palette including finishing powder, bronzer, and highlighter to sculpt and set for a seamless look. Utilizing our groundbreaking photoluminescent technology, the powders filter surrounding light to blur imperfections and refine the skin's appearance. The 6 shades can be used individually or layered together for a multi-dimension soft glow finish. Now let's open up the blush and glow palette. And here, this is a different color case. It's kind of like a pink color. And here's what the back of the blush and glow palette looks like. And you do have blushes and glow shades in here. This is also a limited edition palette including 3 shades of blush and 3 shades of highlighter for a radiant flush. Also has the photoluminescent technology to filter the surrounding light to blur imperfections and refine the skin's appearance. The 6 shades can be used individually or layered together for a multi-dimension soft glow finish. So let me put them side by side. I know it's going to be hard with their mirrored packaging. But this is the bronze and set, and this is the blush and glow palette, which is kind of fitting because here are more bronzers and finishing powders, and here are more blush and highlighters. So I kind of like that. Now again, these do cost $85, and none of these shades in these 2 palettes are new. These are existing shades either from their permanent line or from previous ambient lighting edits. So really no new shades. I think they're just recycling some of their old shades, which isn't bad depending on what you like. But like the bronze and set palette, it just has the finishing powders, a bronzer, and a highlighter, and you could use it however you like. And with the blush and set, of course, you got the blushes and the highlighters, which is kind of different for them because usually their ambient lighting edits, they have finishing powders, a blush, a bronzer, a highlighter, maybe 2 blushes, maybe 2 finishing powders. But this time they did it kind of grouping them together with existing shades. So let's go ahead and swatch the bronze and glow palette first, and then I'll apply that, and then we'll do the blush and glow palette. Brought you in closer, and let's go ahead with this one, Dim Light. And this is a neutral peach beige powder with the perfect balance of warm and cool tones. Yeah, I can see a little bit of a peachy tone in there, and this one was in the Elephant palette, and that was from their Holiday 2022 collection, and I believe they also sell it by itself in their little compact and their permanent line. Next is Diffuse Light, which is a soft, warm, pale yellow powder that conceals redness and gives skin clarity. Now, Diffuse Light was recently in the last editing palette, Diffused Rose, so this one just came out a couple weeks ago. Next is Filtered Light, and that's a cool, medium tone finishing powder that blurs imperfection. This one's very pretty. Actually, Filtered Light, I don't know where that one's from, and when I do find out, I will write it down here for you guys. Now let's go to the bronzer here, which is Golden Bronze Light, and it's a neutral golden bronzer. That one's more like my skin tone. Now this bronzer was in the Ambient Lighting Trio Volume 2. I don't have that one, but I did get Volume 3. Because that one's more for my skin tone and deeper. Now let's go into this strobe lighting, which is in this palette and also in the blush and glow palette, which is Celestial Strobe Light, and it's a golden champagne highlighter. It is very pretty. It is very pretty. And I believe that this one was also in the Butterfly palette, which I didn't get, and that was also from the 2022 holiday collection. Now the last one is a finishing powder, and this is one of the deepest shades that they have. And this is Transcendent Light, which is a warm sienna finishing powder that adds urethral dimension. And I have to admit, this is a pretty powder. Now this shade was also in Tiger from the Holiday 2022 collection and in the Ambient Lighting Trio Volume 3, which is what I have, and that is this one right here. So let's go ahead and apply this one first because I do need a bronze and set this look. Let's first go with the lightest one, which is Dim Light, this pale yellow shade, and let's set underneath my concealer. or underneath my eyes. This is one that I won't use to set my makeup because it's a little too light for my skin tone. It will just make me look a little ashy, but it's good for underneath the eyes. And the powders from Hourglass, there's just something magical about them because they're very finely milled and they have a good amount of reflection there to help blur and give your face some radiance. Now let me go ahead and bronze it up with this shade Transcendent Light. Now if you are deeper than me, this will be perfect as a finishing powder, but for my skin tone, I like to use it as a bronzer because it's a good color for my skin tone. I mean, it's very pretty. Just add it in my forehead here. Give me a little color. Now just for kicks, I want to try this shade, Golden Bronze Light. I think it's going to be too light to use as a bronzer, but let's just see how this would work as a bronzer. I mean, it does give me some color there. Not bad, actually. Okay. Now I'm going to go into filtered light. Probably should use a smaller brush. I'm going to go ahead and set my foundation. Wow. That's very nice. And let's go into dim light and also kind of place that underneath my eyes. Just want to see. You know, I think I prefer dim light more than diffuse light. I think so. I think diffuse light is just a little too light for me, even though it would be good for underneath the eyes. I think now I'd prefer dim light for underneath my eyes. The strobe lighting that's in the Bronze and Set, it's the same as in the Blush and Glow. So I'll use it from that palette. So again, here is the Blush and Glow palette. And the shades in here, 4 of them were from the Butterfly Edit, again from the 2022 holiday collection, which I don't have. And 2 of them are from the Ghost Editing palette, which I didn't get to. So pretty much all of these shades are new to me, except for the strobe lighting that's in the Bronze and Set palette. Let's go ahead and swatch this one. Let's put you here. This one's Incandescent Strobe Light, which is an opalescent pearl highlighter. Next is Soft Flush, which is a deep mauve blush. This one's pretty. And then this one is the Celestial Strobe Light, which is in the Bronze and Set palette. And again, this is a golden champagne highlighter. And so far, the 3 that was on the top row all came from the Elephant Edit palette. These 3 right here. And I believe this one too. But let's go to the next blush, which is Mood Flush. That's a mid-tone rose blush. That one's a little light. We'll see how that will work on my skin tone. But I believe this one was in the Ghost palette. And also the next one, this strobe light, which is the Champagne Strobe Light. And it's a metallic gold highlighter. Oh, wow, look at that. That's pretty. And then the last one, Sunset Glow, which is a terracotta blush. And this one was also in the Butterfly palette. Now, I ran out of room. Rats. So let me put you over here. So here are the shades in the 2 new limited edition ambient lighting palettes from Hourglass. The Bronze and Set and the Blush and Glow, including this one here. All right, so let's try using this blush first, which is Soft Flush. And let's add you in this side in the back. Let me add a little bit more. Okay, there it is. Oh, that's a pretty mauve shade. And it just blends into the skin. Love Hourglass powders. Okay, let's go. Let me turn it around the brush and use this blush, which is Sunset Glow. And let's put you on this side. Oh, that's a pretty one too. Very pretty. That's a little bit deeper than Soft Flush. What do you think? Now let me go into Mood Flush because this one looks to be lighter. And let me just kind of add that to the apples of my cheeks. Ooh, I like that one. That one's pretty. Ooh, I like that one. Let me add you on this side now. Kind of like Mood Flush. All right. Okay, now let's go for the highlighters. And, okay. Let's go into this one first, Celestial Strobe Light, which is also in the Bronze and Set. And let's apply you here. Yeah, that does give me a little bit of a strobe light, and you just need a little bit. Look at that. Turn the brush around and let's go into this strobe light, which is the Champagne Strobe Light. And let's put you on this side. All right, so here are two of the strobe lights. I kind of like this one. Let me just wipe my fan brush here and then go into the last shade here, which is the Incandescent Strobe Light. Let's put you, where should I put you? We'll be glowing by the end of the video here. Let's put you, I guess, back here. Because I think this one's a little bit more subdued than the other two strobe lights. So yeah, let's put you back here. It does have a little bit of a pearlescent to it. And let's go ahead and place you underneath my brows on this side and on this side. And while we'll add it, let's go ahead and add that same shade in the back here. Yeah, this one is not as highlighty as the other two. This one's a little bit more subdued. And I have to say this, it does look almost a little ashy on my skin tone. So if you're my skin tone or deeper, may need to watch out for that. But I think all the other shades are not bad. Let me go back into Filtered Light from the Bronze and Set palette and just kind of, you know, blend everything out. So I won't be too shiny. All right. So here's the finished look using both palettes. Now, what do I think? Well, if you have the Butterfly palette, you may not need the Blush and Glow palette because 4 shades from that are in here. So that's getting pretty repetitive. And also one of the shades are in the Bronze and Set palette. So definitely if you have the Butterfly palette, honestly, I would skip this one. It's $85, it's not cheap, and you already have 4 of the shades in here. So yeah, I would skip it. But if you're like me, which did not get the Butterfly palette because out of the 3 from that Holiday 2022 collection, that was the one that I did not get because it looked a little light. So I got the medium and the deeper version of those palettes, of those edits. But honestly, I do like the colors. I do like the colors in here, especially the blushes. There's probably one that's not my favorite, which is the Incandescent Strobe Light. I think it's just a little ashy, just a little, but depending on where you put it, it'll probably be okay. I mean, it looked good here as I put it in the highlight in the back of my cheek there or near my temples, but I do like the blushes here and the other 2 strobe light, even though one is in the Bronze and Set palette. Now the Bronze and Set palette, I don't know, I do like it. It is kind of pleasing to the eye to see all these browns in here. Now this palette, the shades are kind of mismatched. There's probably, I think, 4 different palettes. You got Elephant palette, Rose Diffused palette, the Blush and Glow palette, Volume 1 and Volume 2. So this one's kind of like a mismatch of other palettes into one, which isn't a bad thing. And I think this one's already sold out, I think. Let me kind of refresh my page here. Yeah, it's sold out. It's not even on the website anymore when I refreshed it. It kind of went away. Oh no, I still need it. Oh my gosh, yeah, they took it off their website, but they still have the Blush and Glow palette. So I don't know if they will be restocking this one or if other stores will carry it. Wow, I can't believe that. I just refreshed it and it just went away. I'm glad I still had it on my screen so I could tell you the shades. So that's a shame that it's already sold out. They didn't even have enough, or it was really popular. I don't know. But so far the Blush and Glow is still available. That's a shame that they took it off their website so we just couldn't even see it. Boy, they put it on and then they take it out as quickly as possible. But yeah, if you have the Butterfly palette, I would skip on the Blush and Glow, but unfortunately the Bronze and Set seems to be already sold out. They bring it back, but like I said, they just bring things on their website and take things out real quick. I'm still upset that I refreshed that page and it's not there. Well, alright you guys, I hope this video was helpful about the 2 new ambient lighting palettes by Hourglass, the 2 limited edition, which unfortunately there's one left, which is the Blush and Glow palette. It's not bad, but again, if you have the Butterfly palette, just skip on it. There's no reason to spend $85 for 4 shades that you already have. And the sculpting set, I do hope that they come back with it again, because I kind of like it. But anywho, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked and enjoyed it. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.